Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am participating in Erica's from California Lucky's 31 Days of Spooky Scraps, and I think I'm on day 29. I think it's day 29. I know it's right at the end of the series. Now, I am not doing a spooky themed layout, but I am doing more of a kind of autumnal layout, even though we're in spring in Australia, because we don't really do Halloween here. My prompt is grid layout. So I'm going to do a massive grid layout with 8 photos, I think. Yes, I'm pretty sure there's 8 photos. I love grid layouts. Love grid layouts. They're one of my go-to designs for sure. So when I saw this prompt as one of Erica's 31 prompts, I was like, that's mine. That's for me. I love grid layouts. So yeah, this one is super simple to put together. That's why I love grid layouts so much. You get a heap of photos on the page and it doesn't take too long. So at the moment I've gone with square photos. So they're 3 by 3 from memory. And I am backing them on some pattern paper. So they are backed with white cardstock, just with a little white border. And now I'm backing them on pattern paper. And they are all photos from the same event. It was actually when my son took his first steps, which was super cute. So I managed to snap not his actual first steps because, you know, they were in the moment. And funny story, this was at the sort of the start of the pandemic. I think these first steps happened in April. No, later than that maybe. Oh, I don't remember the exact date. I do write the date on my layout, don't worry, and a little bit of journaling. But I was actually doing FaceTime with my parents at the time, and he walked while on FaceTime with my parents. So that was super exciting. So they got to see his first steps over FaceTime, which was just so lovely. And it was great to be able to share that memory with them, even though they weren't here in person. So I have backed all my photos on some pattern paper, and now I'm going to lay them out in a grid design. So I have my series of photos, and I didn't want to cut any out. Look, I could have, because, you know, they're all essentially photos of the same thing, but they told a story. So I'm putting them in order, as you can see, and just creating a bit of a timeline, I suppose, of photos. And I'm leaving a gap in the middle because I had the 8 photos, sorry. Yeah, I've just counted them in my head. 8 photos. I obviously had one gap, and so I will use that for my title, but I thought I would put my gap in the middle just to make it look a bit more symmetrical. Now, you totally don't have to do this with a grid design, but I like it to be a bit more symmetrical. So, you know, just do whatever works for you. You can absolutely do a grid design and only use one photo, and lots of people do that. But I just find grid design so good for including more than one photo. So if you are someone who likes to scrap a lot of photos on a page, you might really like a grid design. Now I am using, what am I using? One Canoe 2 papers. I think mainly from the Creekside. No. Saturday Afternoon. I can't remember which collection. I've mixed them all together, but I know this one is mainly one of the collections more than the others. And I've just sort of gone with, as I said, more of those autumnal tones, even though this is not, this might have been taken in autumn, maybe these photos. I really should know the date. But obviously we're in spring right now in Australia. And so I just wanted to kind of stick with that colour palette though, because I really like the kind of, I'm going with the plants, and even though these photos are taken indoors, we're just rolling with it, folks. We're rolling with it. Now I've gone with some sentiments like take a hike, and I think one says adventure awaits, because I felt like they were very relevant to the story that these photos are these photos. It's very relevant to the story of, you know, the first steps. I've put in some little shoes. There were some thongs. We call them thongs in Australia. I don't know what you call them in America. Flip-flops, maybe? But we call them thongs, which I know has another meaning in other parts of the world. We also call underwear a thong as well, but it's also called other things. And so I'm going to add the shoes to my layout because, again, it's relevant, and I didn't know when else I would use a pair of shoes as an embellishment piece. I'm also wanting to add a few of the wood veneer. Now, these I know were from Saturday Afternoon, these wood veneer pieces. And that's all I'm adding. I'm just doing 3 clusters. Sometimes with the grid layout, I will add some kind of element to each of the grids, so to speak. But this time around, I just thought I would stick with kind of the 3 embellishment clusters like I would on a full 12 by 12 layout with just 1 or 2 photos, create the visual triangle. Now, obviously, I'm creating a visual triangle, but I'm creating a visual triangle with the embellishments. The photos are definitely very symmetrical. But I think it works just having the 3 clusters. Again, though, I have done embellishments in each of the photos before, or each of the squares, and that looks super cute as well. So, there's really no right or wrong in scrapbooking. Just go with whatever works for you. Now, with the 31 Days of Scraps hop, well, it's sort of a hop. It's a monthly YouTube and Instagram spectacular, let's say. There are a lot of people participating. So they will all be linked down below, but be warned, it is an extremely long list because there are some great, lovely ladies participating on both Instagram and Facebook. So make sure you go and check out the full list of people below, and you might want to go back and watch all of the videos for some Halloween, fall, spooky related inspiration. I know they're not all Halloween themed layouts, but I know a lot of people have definitely taken the opportunity to scrap Halloween themed layouts, and that's super exciting. So yeah, as I said, I'm sure it's day 29. I hope it's day 29 because I'm pretty sure that's when I've scheduled this video for. So let's hope it's day 29. But yeah, definitely go and check them out. There's many videos before this one. Oh, now I'm adding some cute little puffy stickers. I've gone with some love hearts. You can see I've just gone with, I don't even know why I've gone with the plants, but I have indoor plants for indoor photos. I don't know. We're going with it. Now, I pulled out these stickers already. They're a gold thicker with, I think, a black foam behind them. And my title is just First Steps. Now, I don't do my journaling on camera, but I do also do some journaling underneath the title. So never fear, I do add a couple of lines of journaling underneath that title. I just don't like to journal on camera because it takes me a bit of time to get my words right. But I do add some journaling, and I tell the story that Mum and Dad got to see his first steps on FaceTime, which I thought was super cute. Now I'm just trimming off the excess. Pretty sure I add some splatters to this layout because I felt like it needed something. I thought about adding a border. Do I add a border? Oh, we're all watching eagerly together. I do. So I'm adding a little doodly border. I just felt like it needed something because I used plain white paper as my background. I just felt like it needed something to sort of add a little bit of extra, a little bit of wow factor. So I do add a little doodly border with my pen, and I do the little kind of, I don't know, scribble on each of the sides as well, just to add a little bit of detail. And then I know I come in with splatters. Now I don't bother covering my photos for these splatters, and the reason why is because there's so many of them. There's no way I could cover all of the photos. There wouldn't be any space left to splatter. So I do just leave it, I risk getting ink on the photos, and I definitely do get ink on the photos, but it doesn't matter. There's only kind of one photo where he's actually looking at the camera, and that's the one on the right hand side of the title. So I do try to avoid his face there, but all the rest are definitely action shots. Some of them are a little blurry, but it's recording the memory of the first steps. So I didn't want to leave any of these photos out. And I'm super happy with how this layout turned out. So you will see a close-up photo in a second of my grid layout. Definitely go and check out, I know Erica's got a video going up today as well. She's had a video go up every day. So her channel will be linked first down below, but then definitely go and check out all the other ladies who have joined over the whole month. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys in our next video. All right, guys, bye.